Anyone in this world who has used computers apart from playing games will be aware of spreadsheets. A spreadsheet is a program which is used to do wide range of calculations and creating graphs and charts. Microsoft Excel is the most widely used spreadsheet. In this tutorial, I'll give you a quick introduction about Excel so that you have an idea where the things are, how the spreadsheet is set up, how you can input data, and some basic terms that we use when we are working in the Excel. So let's get into it. When you open an Excel, you will see this view. You can click this box to open a blank workbook, or you can choose from the recent files you had opened from here. We will click here and will create a blank workbook. This workbook is not saved anywhere as of now. So first of all, we will save it so that we can come back and open it again. To save the workbook, go to File, Save As, browse your location, or the shortcut key is Ctrl and S. If I press Ctrl and S from my keyboard, you will see these options to browse your location and you can save your workbook. A single Excel file is also known as a workbook or a spreadsheet. By default, the workbook contains only one sheet. You can easily add more sheets by clicking on plus icon here. You can rename your sheet by double clicking on it. Write the name of your sheet and then press enter. Now within a sheet you have many cells. This box is a single cell in this sheet. You can put numbers or text or special characters here. Just click on the cell, no need to double click. Write anything and press enter. If you click on the cell again and will write again, it will overwrite what you had already written. If you don't want to replace the text and just want to update it, then double click on the cell and then make the changes to the content and then press enter. Each cell has an address. So the address of this cell is the intersection of a column and a row. For example, for this cell, the address is C5. C is the column and 5 is the row number. At the top of all cells, you have formula bar. You can see your content which you had written here in the formula bar. If I move to another cell, formula bar is empty because there is nothing written in this cell. Now if instead of text you have formula, for example, I have these two numbers 2 and 3, and here I will do equal to 2 plus 3, press enter. Now in these cells you can see the numbers 2 and 3 in the formula bar, but in this cell you can see the formula which I had written to sum up these two numbers. And when you look at the cell, you will see 5, but when you look up into the formula bar, you will see the actual formula for this cell. Now on the left side of the formula bar, you have name box. This shows the address of your active cell. You can use this to jump to a specific cell. For example, if I am writing here A100, press enter, you will jump to A100 cell. And to go back to the first cell, press Ctrl and Home key from your keyboard. This is the shortcut key to go to the first cell of your worksheet. Now when we right click on the cell, it will give you multiple options like cut, copy, insert, delete, format cell, etc. The column in Excel are named as A, B, C, D and so on, and the rows are named as 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. You can select multiple rows and columns in one go. So there are over a million rows in the Excel. To go to the last row, you can use the shortcut key Ctrl and down arrow key from your keyboard. You will jump into the last row of your worksheet. And the last column, to go to the last column, you can press Ctrl and right arrow key, and there are more than 16,000 columns in the Excel file. To select multiple rows or columns, we have different ways by using mouse, or you can use shortcut keys. For example, if I want to select the entire column, I can use the shortcut key Control and space from the keyboard. Or to select the entire row, you can use Shift and space key from your keyboard to select the entire row. When we right click on the column or row, it will give you multiple options. You can insert or delete, format, hide, unhide, etc. We have shortcut key to add or delete the rows or columns. The shortcut key to add the row or column is Control and plus sign, and to delete the rows and column, the shortcut key is Control and minus sign. We will cover some very important and daily use shortcuts in later chapters. Now another term you need to know is range. A range is a group of cells. Like we have the address of a cell, we have an address of a range too. So what will be the address of this range? It will be the address of top left cell, which is C6 colon the address of the bottom right cell, which is E9. So this the address of this range would be C6 colon E9. This address can be used in the formulas in Excel. Now let's see how the arrow icon changes. You see a plus sign here. This is called selection icon to select the cells or to select the range. But when you move it to the border of the cell, the icon changes to this sign, these four arrow keys, upward, downward, left and right. This is called move icon. You can move the content of the cell to somewhere else. There is also a shortcut key to move the content, which is Control X, cut the content, and Control V, paste the content. When you take your mouse to the corner of the cell, it changes to this thin plus sign, which is called fill selection icon. You can fill the cell below with what you have in the above cell. There are two shortcut keys also for filling up the cell. One is just select this cell which you want to fill, and then select these cells and press Ctrl D. It will fill the cell below with what you have in the top cell. I am doing Ctrl Z to undo my last action. The second method to fill the cell is copy and paste. Copy this content, Ctrl C, and then choose the cells where you want to paste the same content and then press Ctrl V. I am doing Ctrl and Z again to undo this action. Now the column and rows have a specific height and width by default, but of course you can change it. Take your mouse to the corner of the column and increase the width. Likewise, you can take your mouse to the corner of the row and increase the height. If I have a big sentence which do not fit into the cell like this, it looks like the content of this cell is also in the other cell, but it's not. See in the formula bar, this is empty. Now you can go to the column corner and just double click here. The width of the column will auto adjust accordingly as per your width of the text. Now let's look at the menu of the Excel. This is also known as the ribbon. It consists of different tabs, and each tab have different options. Most common tab is Home. If you hover over an option, you will get more information about that option. You can collapse this ribbon from this marker to increase the space of your Excel grid. If you want it back, click this pin. And there is also a shortcut key for this ribbon, which is Ctrl and F1. If you press Ctrl and F1, it will disappear. If you will press Ctrl and F1 again, it will come again. The File tab is different from all other tabs. It is also known as the Backstage view. It has many options to change the settings of your Excel file. You can export it, save it, and there are many other options too. To go to the normal view, click this arrow or press Escape key from your keyboard. Now let's put some data in Excel. Products. When I press enter, by default it will go to the next row in the same column. You can use arrow keys from your keyboard to go to all 4 directions in your Excel file. To edit the content of a cell, there are 3 options. One is double click on the cell and write what you want and then press enter. The second is select the cell, go to formula bar, write what you want and press enter. The third is the shortcut key. Select the cell and press F2 key from your keyboard and then start writing and press enter. Let's do some formatting. I'm writing some data here, sales, and alright. Let's do some formatting. Select your data. If you want to apply border lines, then go to this option and select the type of border that you want. If you want to fill your headers, go to this option and choose the color of your choice, press OK. If you want to apply this formatting in some other cell, you can use this brush icon. So choose this cell, select this brush icon and then select the cell where you want to apply this formatting. If you want to apply this formatting in multiple cells in one go, then choose this cell and double click on the brush icon and then select all the cells from where you want to apply this formatting. Press escape key to get it away and then I am doing Ctrl Z to undo these actions. You can also make it bold, italic. From here you can center align all of your text from here. Now let's add these numbers. If you want to add these numbers in this column, you can use a shortcut key Alt and equal to sign. It will add up all your values in this column. If you want to remove these grid lines, these gray squares of your cell are known as grid lines. If you want to get rid of them, go to View and uncheck this option. Now this wraps up the introduction to Excel. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing if you liked it. Happy learning, take care and see you in the next video.